Welcome back, Romantic Home family. I am Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some beautiful DIY Christmas decor crafts. This is episode 2 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with y'all how you can have a boutique, gorgeous home on a budget. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. It helps me out so much. I am a full-time content creator and a one-woman show. Also, don't forget to pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where you guys can find daily crafting inspiration. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram as well. Hey, it is a blessing and honor to have you all here. I am going to be doing a lovely little devotional at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Your love and encouragement is amazing, and thank you guys for being here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Let's create a beautiful blooming candlestick. So grab any candlestick you have on hand, and then I'm just using this vintage plate. I grabbed it at the thrift store for next to nothing. I'm hot gluing it to the top of my candlestick, and then I'm hot gluing some styrofoam from another project we're repurposing, reusing this season, and then I'm going to add a Christmas ornament to the top. And then digging into my Christmas greenery craft stash, I'm going to add some greenery to either side of my ornament. So this is just a jumbo ornament. You guys can add several different ornaments that are different sizes if you want. I'm also adding in some beautiful roses. Again, I am digging into my craft stash. I have so much just bits and bobs floating around in my totes. So we did some of these for the fall season. If you guys scroll back on some of my older videos, you can see that we did some blooming pumpkins, but we're going to be doing some blooming candlesticks. Again, adding in more greenery, and then you guys can get so creative. You can use whatever color of ornament you love. I thought about doing some red ones, but I thought since we're at the beginning of my I Love Christmas series, I like to do it kind of a soft opening to my I Love Christmas series with more pastel colors for everybody that's not quite ready for that bold red yet. But imagine this in red. It's going to be gorgeous as well. We're going to do that as well. So hang tight if you're not into the pastels for Christmas. We have a red around the corner, I promise. You guys know me. I love my pinks. I'm a pink girly girl. And so anyway, we're going to have a very romantic Christmas. In fact, this Christmas is called Christmas Traditions of Love. So think about all of the loving things, hope, peace, joy, and I just want to bring a smile to your face. So enjoy watching me continue to add greenery, roses, just bits and bobs, some smaller ornaments, whatever you love to kind of fill in to your blooming candlesticks. I hope you guys are loving this. And also, you don't have to use an ornament for the top. You could use really any Christmas. Maybe you have like a pretty deer that you would want to use on the top. Whatever suits your fancy, but I think these are gorgeous. And this just came to mind. Wouldn't it be pretty if I had a little light inside of my ornament? Anyway, the hindsight 2020, but I added some more berries and some other beautiful decor to really just zhuzh this up. Here is the finished product. I think this just turned out absolutely exquisite. It makes my heart so happy, and it's going to be the perfect addition to any little space and such a creative take on a floral arrangement. Again, you guys use any candlestick and color that you love, and happy crafting! For this DIY, we're going to create a beautiful blooming ornament. So you're going to take 2 little pieces of styrofoam and hot glue them to either side of a jumbo ornament. And then you can take some more hot glue and just press some pretty greenery into the base of that piece of styrofoam. You guys get really creative with this. Now, for this theme, I'm doing more of just pastels. and white, which I think white looks really pretty with gold. But if you guys are decorating for a red Christmas, use red and darker greenery, or purples or blues, whatever you guys are decorating for. This is just inspiration. So I'm taking these pretty little white roses and adding them to the top. Now bear with me. Now I did have to take my scissors and poke my scissors into the styrofoam to get some of these greenery pieces to fit in there, because they didn't have like a very spiny end. So that's a little tip from me to you. Just be careful if you're doing that with your scissors. And just continue to add greenery in and around the base of the styrofoam, and then add in your florals. And you guys can just have so much fun with this part. Really get creative, dig into your craft stash. Again, I'm so challenging myself not to go out and buy new things. In fact, as I was driving home from the gym this morning, I thought, I don't really have anything to craft with today. What am I gonna make? And lo and behold, I came out with some really beautiful projects, and I didn't stop and buy anything for these projects. So really get creative. If you guys have florals on hand, get your florals out. Look at them in a different way. Get out some of those old ornaments. This is this very simple ornament that we're just building a floral on top of. And then you just add wire to hang, and you can hang them on a chandelier, on a Christmas tree, and an entryway. They can be kind of like a kissing ball. And I'm going to even share with you guys a really cool way they can become a floral arrangement. You can simply pop them down into a pretty vase, and I'm going to share with you guys how to do that towards the end of this tutorial. Here is the finished project. It came out really beautiful, and then I had this vase and I simply popped it down inside of that. So it's kind of a dual purpose. You could hang it. I just added some wire to show how it looks if you hung it, or you could pop it into a vase. Fun and fabulous on a budget. For this tutorial, I'm going to share with you guys how to make a DIY little Santa sock boot. Okay, so grab a fuzzy sock and then pop an ornament and push it down into the end. And then I'm repurposing and reusing this can. I made black bean tacos a couple of days ago, and you're just going to stick your can down in there and then take a zip tie or a hair tie or something to tie it off with. Tie off that extra fabric, and then you can zhuzh up your little Santa boot. And this is a pretty little girly Santa boot, so I'm adding in a cute little ribbon. But now think about this if you guys wanted to do this in red, which I'm going to share with you guys some of these in red later on as the season gets going. But I just made a cute little easy little bow. Take that ribbon, do it end to end, tie it off, and then I'm going to zhuzh it up with some pretty sparkly goodies. Get so creative with this. Have fun with it, you guys. I was so excited to find this tutorial, and I hope that you guys are inspired. And another idea, since I did do this in more of a pastel idea, I realized you guys could create these for like baby shower decor. Wouldn't that be adorable? So it's super simple. You just have the can, the sock, and the little ornament that goes in the toe, and then whatever goodies you want to put on the front. is the finished project. I think these are so fun, and I can't wait to see what fuzzy socks I have in my stash that I can repurpose and reuse. I don't know if you guys are like me, but you have some fuzzy socks that have seen better days. This is a great way to repurpose and reuse them, or you could even look for some at the thrift store. And happy crafting! For this DIY, we're going to make a super adorable pink Santa ornament, but you guys can make this in any color. Take a piece of cardboard that you cut into a triangle and then some yarn. Dollar Tree has yarn, and I'm going to make a cute little pink Santa hat. I'm simply going to take yarn and wrap it around the top part of the cardboard and then just simply wind it and wrap it as I go along. This is so easy. It's so budget friendly. In fact, you could have your kids or grandkids help you. You may even be able to substitute regular glue instead of hot glue, although I'm a little bit impatient, and so I want it to be a quick dry and a firm hold. And think about this, you guys, if you want to do like a whole Christmas tree with some fun pink goodies, I think you guys could also create trees or just whatever suits your fancy. But I think this is such a fun idea. It comes out so super adorable. I can't wait for you guys to see. And you just need some yarn, and yarn is so super inexpensive. Okay, so once I got to the bottom of the hat, I just needed to seal it off with a little bit more yarn, and then you can make the Santa hat beard, which was a little bit challenging for me at first because I think that I needed a little bit more yarn in my first round of tassels. Okay, so once I had that all finished up and hot glued and secured, this is how that looks. Now you're going to take another piece of yarn, and this is going to be his beard, so you want to use white. And you're just going to take it and loop it over your hand as many times as you feel fit. I did a pretty good bundle for the first run, but I probably could have done more. And then I'm just going to tie that off in the center. This is such a fun and easy way to make a cute little simple tassel. You want to double knot it so it doesn't come pulling apart, and then you can take some scissors and simply cut that free, and look, we have a fun little Santa beard. Now I took and kind of zhuzhed mine out a little bit to kind of see if I could get away with just doing one, but I wanted a really full Santa beard, so I ended up giving my Santa some extensions. I made a couple more little doodly dads of tassels, one on each side, so he didn't have such a thin beard. And then you can take your scissors and simply trim it off. You can add a little pom-pom for a nose or a little sprig of whatever goodie for his hat, and then you have the cutest, most adorable little Santa ornament. And I mean, these are so budget friendly. You guys can make up several of these, give them as gifts, or use them on your tree. So fun and fabulous, and very budget friendly. This tutorial, I'm going to share with you guys how you can take a toilet paper roll and create a flower. So this could be a Christmas flower or whatever flower you want to make. It's super inexpensive and a great way to repurpose and reuse what you might already have in your home. You could use paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll. So you're just going to take and cut them into strips, and then you can take hot glue. You could probably even use regular Elmer's glue, but it would take a little bit longer to put them together. But you could have your kiddos or grandkids help you cut them and then paint them, and you could do the gluing part. So this is just so fun and fabulous, and I am so committed this season to really repurposing and reusing as many things as we can that are already household items in our home. I've also been really committed to not going out and buying a bunch of new decor. I did that all through the fall season, so if you guys want to go check out any of my fall videos, I really pressed myself to use everything that I had on hand. The only new fall decor that I bought were a couple of strings of lights from the thrift store and then some real fall pumpkins to set outside my home, but everything else I already had on hand. Now I have been creating decor content for several years on YouTube, so I will admit I do have quite a bit of decor, and I don't want to share this at all to make anyone feel bad about going out and buying new decor. I just know that I don't have to go out and buy a ton of extra stuff for every season that's brand new. In my heart and in my home, that's what's going to be working best for me, for my budget and what I have going on. And it's just something I've been led to share with you guys. Again, not to shame anybody for going out and buying something cute and new. By all means, enjoy yourselves. But this is something that I feel led to share, to repurpose and reuse. Now I'm taking some chalk paint and I'm just going to chalk paint my little blue flower, or it could be kind of like a little snowflake. It's just a pretty little decor idea, and you guys can get creative with this. Add a pearl to the center, add a little pom-pom to the center to make it more flowery like, and paint it whatever color you love. These are really pretty in red if you're going to do more of like a poinsettia idea. And again, I'm going to share with you guys all different colors throughout the season, and go back and check out some of my other videos if you guys want more crafting inspiration. I've been on YouTube for 7 years now, crafting and decorating. So once I had that done, I add a little bit of Mod Podge and then some glitter, and then you can tie it off at the top with a piece of yarn, and you have this fabulous little ornament that's so budget friendly and fun to make. I really enjoyed myself on this one. And then here is my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. He loves to jump up in my lap when I'm editing. I'll be laying on the couch and editing, and here he is up close and personal. He's got this little green pea pod, play toy that I bought for him. I just thought it would be funny to see him from this standpoint, because usually I'm filming him while he's on his little sassy walk or whatever he's got going on, but he gets really excited to play. And my daughter and I were watching Felicity. It's an old 1990s program. It's really cute. It's about this girl that goes off to college and just all the stuff she has going on. So I thought that'd be fun to watch, since she is going to be graduating this year and heading off to college. So anyway, you guys, I hope you are loving this little fun up close and personal of Benji Bear, and we just love you guys so much. And he says hi to all his puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. He is just so fun and fabulous, and he's so crazy. We love y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me on this fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. Every time you watch my videos, you like, you comment, it just really keeps this little community going and growing. And this is a community of positivity, love, hope, and joy. In fact, this year's Christmas series is called Traditions of Love. And so I'm just thankful and blessed to have you guys here. Now, this is episode 2 in my I Love Christmas series. If you guys need more crafting inspiration for fall, Christmas, or any holiday you are in, I have all of my decorating and crafting videos organized into seasonal decor playlists, mostly organized. Give me some grace. I am a one-woman show. And speaking of that, I would love to have you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out so much. It's totally free. And also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY page. It's a Facebook page, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. And you guys can find all kinds of things in the description box below with playlists, different fun links you guys just might be interested in that, I'm a part of. So thank you for being here. Now, I have been doing a little devotional with you guys, and we're getting towards the end of this book, and it kind of makes my heart a little bit sad because I've really enjoyed sharing this book with you guys. I am going to source a new devotional, so bear with me. I want to find something that's kind of short and sweet like this one that also has the scripture on the other side of it, so we can, reflect on a devotional and then look at the scripture that goes along with it. By no means am I perfect. I'm sharing this because I hope that it just helps you guys feel better. It always helps me feel better, and it helps me feel connected to you guys a little bit more when we do this devotional. And I know you guys have listened and have comments down below. So please don't be afraid to light up the comment section with things that you're going through, prayers that you guys might need, or some of your favorite scripture as well. So today's devotional is titled Struggles, and it says shining in dark times. I'm very curious to see what this is going to bring us. Esther must have wondered so often about the plan of God and his promises. The plan of God was to redeem lost mankind. That divine plan concerned her nation Israel. From the special people, the bright morning star, the Messiah himself would come. Esther literally staked her life on these bright and enduring promises, and she trusted even when she lived in possibly one of the blackest and darkest periods of her nation's history. This we knew she staked her life on the providence of God that would enable him to keep his promises concerning his plan. What happens to us when we find ourselves in the middle of a dark situation? Do we believe that things are happening to us or are accidental? Do we seek to change our circumstances or do we accept them with a fatalistic attitude? Can we change our circumstances or should we even try? Sometimes we can change things and we must try. That is why we are there. At other times, having tried, we find we cannot alter anything, nor can we escape, and so we must allow those situations to change us and must accept the privilege of shining there. That's pretty awesome. So, gosh, we're all faced with so many different situations every day, all the time. So how can we allow the situations how can we accept those situations and then allow them to change us internally without making us, lose sight of that light? I think that is probably one of the biggest challenges. So let's see what the scripture has to say about struggles. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. And that's Hebrews 12:11. Consider it pure joy whenever you face truths of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. That's James 1:2-3. God has not despised or disdained the suffering of the afflicted one. He has not hidden his face from him, but has listened to his cry for help. And that's Psalm 22-24. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. He who goes out weeping, carrying seeds to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with him. And that's Psalm 126, 5-6. So I think that the message for me that settled deep into my heart is no matter what we're going through, whatever trial, whatever struggle, that we can still find joy. And we do go through struggles and we do go through really hard times. And boy, some of those hard times can really make us question so many different things. It can even make us struggle with our relationship with God. And so, we just have to keep in the word, keep your praise and music worship going, and keep looking forward to the future with joy, even when you're in the midst of the deepest, darkest, hardest struggles, that there is joy in the morning. I know there's scripture that says that. So I hope this blesses your heart, and I'm going to hug all of you guys' hearts so tight. I love y'all so, so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope whatever struggle or trial you guys are in right now, you just take a minute, pray, get in the scripture, put on your praise and worship music, and give it over to God, and really trust and accept that, God will move us through it. And we're not always going to be stuck or set in a struggle. Those struggles, life is an ebb and a flow. So the struggles do end, especially sometimes when we think we can't take anymore. And you'll find little nuggets of joy throughout that. So I hope that this can be a nugget of joy for you guys. I love you all so, so much. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. Again, this is episode 2 in my I Love Christmas series. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook DIY page. And that's all for today. I hope you guys loved it. And until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. And we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.